Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be doing my July wrap up. So first things first, I pretty much failed with my TBR. I only finished one book off of it, which was With a Vengeance by Riley Sager. I did not get to any of the other books on my TBR, which is very sad. Usually I've been doing pretty well, but yeah. So let's go over what I did actually read. And actually, I only have 2 of the books physically. I did have 3, but the third one I didn't really like. So I'm giving it to my sister because I think she'll like it more. But anyway, so the first book I read was The Wren in the Holly Library, I believe. This one is like a modern fantasy, from my understanding. So it's like modern day, but there's warlocks, witches, vampires, werewolves, and like mythical or creatures of that sort living throughout in the real world kind of thing. And our main character, I don't know exactly what her name is. I think it might be Wren. Duh. But she is kind of looking for a friend that got taken, and she runs, and she's a thief. So her thing is to steal things, and she ends up breaking into this mansion, and the guy who lives there catches her, and he's like, "How did you do that?" Because he had wards up, and she was like, "You had wards up? Like, what?" So it kind of progresses from there, and they kind of like end up working together, and yeah, it's also why I originally picked it up because the second book was in the store, and I thought it looked really cool. But it was the second book, so I was like, okay, well, let's read the first one first. And I believe there's an author's note in the beginning of how she had gone on a trip to Ireland and was taking notes of all of the folklore and mythology that they had over there. So it's based on Irish folklore, if I'm not mistaken. But I thought it was pretty good. It gave me like Crescent City vibes. Just a different story, really. And it was kind of neat. I don't know if I'm going to read the second one. It's kind of low on my priority list. But I had fun. I'm not mad at that I read it. But there are just a couple things that I was like, about. But anyway, it was pretty decent. It was kind of cute. If you are into Irish folklore, it might be fun to read because I didn't know anything really about that. So I feel like if you know more about it, you might understand the story more. And then the second book I read was Sounds Like Love by Ashely Poston. So this one's pretty much our 2 main characters, like they can read each other's minds pretty much all the time. And trying to figure out who it is. It was so obvious who it was, but it usually is. Anyway, so this one also, I didn't mind this one. I liked this one more than A Novel Love Story, but it's not my favorite. Like, my number 1 is The 7-Year Slip, and then I actually really loved The Dead Romantics. This one is going to be third, and then A Novel Love Story is in the bottom for me. So our main character, Joni, she goes back home to Vienna Shores, North Carolina, and she is going back there because her mom has like early stages of Alzheimer's, I believe, so she doesn't want to miss anything. And she finds out that her family owns a music bar called the Revelry, and parents decide to close it. So this is like the last summer she's gonna have with it, and like she grew up here, so she's kind of dealing with the loss of that, and then the gradual loss of her mother, and then also trying to figure out who the heck is talking to her in her head. And yeah, so it's, again, it's a pretty decent story. It does deal with like health, like with the Alzheimer's. Now, I feel like I've been reading quite a few books that have a character who, like a character who has Alzheimer's, and I think I might be getting a little sensitive to that. It was good. I mean, I feel like I've read a few this year that have a character who has Alzheimer's or dementia, and it's heartbreaking. It's hard to read, for me at least. But other than those parts, it was cute. Again, not my favorite one by her, but not my least favorite either. And then I finally got to A Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. And actually, I keep getting, oh wait, no. I was going to say I keep getting that one and then A Novel Love Story mixed up, but no, we're good. So Great Big Beautiful Life is, I think I did a vlog on it. Yeah, I think I did a vlog on that. So I'm not going to say too much. That was in my new releases reading vlog. So if you want to know more of my thoughts, go watch that. But I enjoyed it. Not my favorite, again, but I enjoyed the story. I got through it quickly. I enjoyed the writing, and yeah, it was good. I'm always going to read an Emily Henry book. I was just waiting because I hadn't gotten it yet, and I want the paperback copy because all my other copies of her books are in paperback. So yeah, waiting for the paperback of that for next year, I think is when it's going to come out. But yeah, if you want to know more of my thoughts on that, you can go watch the new releases vlog that's already up. After that, I read With a Vengeance by Riley Sager. This one actually is also in that video, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So this one's actually also in that new releases vlog. So again, if you want to know my like deeper thoughts on it, you can go watch that. No spoilers, I'm pretty sure, in that vlog, so don't worry about that. But I actually quite enjoyed this. I keep hearing people don't like this, but I feel like I'm the only one that kind of enjoyed it. I liked the vengeance in this, and again, it's not my favorite. It's not the best one I've read from him, but it's also, there's one that I liked less that I've read from him. So yeah, want to know a little bit more of my thoughts? Go watch that video. And then after that, I read The Amalfi The Amalfi Curse by Sarah Penner, I believe. That one is also in the reading vlog, so if you want to know more details, go watch that. But I really enjoyed that. I actually got that as one of my credits on Book of the Month for this month because I ordered my Book of the Month book and then I grabbed two more. I think I grabbed Paradise Problem and then I got Amalfi Curse because I really enjoyed the story and I thought it was a little bit different and it's not really love-based, so it's a nice little like refresher for if you're wanting to take a break from reading a bunch of romances in a row, and it's got a little bit of magic in there, but it's not super high fantasy or anything. It's like, it's very light. Again, like I think it's a really good cleansing book if you need a cleanser from like reading a bunch of romances, reading a bunch of like high fantasies or even thrillers. I think it's a good like cleanser book, and it's a quick read. It's a fun story. And I quite enjoyed it. So I did end up getting the hard copy of that. Yeah, and so yeah, if for those three books, for The Amalfi Curse, With a Vengeance, and then A Great Big Beautiful Life, if you want to know a little bit more of my thoughts on that, you can go watch the reading vlog I did on that, which I'll have linked below. And next, oh yes, I did a lot of reading vlog books this round because this next book it's The God in the Gumiho. So I'm doing a reading vlog for that one as well, which will be up soon. Hopefully the end of August. or beginning September. We shall see. But so this one is like a god and a Gumiho, which is a fox shifter, if I'm not mistaken. And she is a Honey, I believe is her name. And she's a notorious red fox. Of something that happened in the past, and now she is like hunted for, I guess. And Sokka is a fallen god who is trying to get back up to his god status, and pretty much they have to join up to find the red fox or scarlet fox, maybe it's scarlet fox and another deadly creature, all while she is trying to get him off her path and for them not to fall in love, pretty much. But they start off hating each other, so it's funny. The banter is great, and if you go watch my once my reading vlog comes out, you'll know a bit more of my thoughts on that too. But I quite enjoyed it. I also want the hard copy of that, but I want the UK version, which I'm gonna have here because it is way better than our version. No offense to whoever the artist of the US and Canada version is, but the UK one is just so much better. Okay, and then, I'm so sorry, but this is the one that I didn't really care about, that I had the physical copy of, but I gave to my sister, and it's the Bury My Bones, The Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. I originally read this one because of another YouTuber who read it, and she said she loved it. It was like 5 stars, best book ever. I should know though by now, but whenever she loves a book, I'm not gonna like it, and if she doesn't like a book, I usually love it. So she's like one of those YouTubers where like I know if she hates a book, I'm probably gonna like it, and if she loves a book, I'm probably not gonna like it. It's the opposite. That was the case for this, although she said she loved this one, and I was like, oh yay, this is cool. Like, let me try it. And like, it's V.E. Schwab. Like, I enjoyed the Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and this one was like, it's vampires, I believe, and it takes place over like different time periods, and it's following, I think, 3 main characters. But I didn't care. I did not care about the characters, and I think one of the characters, Alice, like, oh crap, oh, okay, hold on, I need to find one of the names, because one of them is Sabine, Alice, and then there's the third one. Let me double check what her name is. Charlotte? I believe it's Charlotte. Yeah. So Charlotte is pretty much telling, throughout the book, like, Charlotte's telling Alice the story of, like, trying to explain what has happened and why and all this stuff. And Alice has this one line where she's just like, why do I care about this? Like, tell me why this has happened. Like, why do I need to know the backstory? And I'm like, yeah, why is this important? Why do I care? I don't care about all this little nit-gritty backstory stuff. Like, just tell me, give me the end. So that's kind of how I felt. I was very on par with Alice of like, I don't give a shit about the story. Just tell me why, you know? And then Charlotte's just like, oh, the stories are important. And I was like, that's fair, but like, this one's not important to me. So yeah, that's kind of how I felt about it. But yeah, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed because it sounded very intriguing, and just the writing. I love her writing though. That's the thing, is I love the writing. It's beautiful. It's well written, in my opinion. It's just, I did not care about the characters whatsoever, which is really unfortunate. So I'm giving that to my sister. I think she's gonna like it a lot more. I feel like it's more up her alley than mine. So yeah. So July was not a very good reading month regarding my TBR, because I only got to 1 book. I think this is one of my least amount of books months that I've read so far, because I only got to 7, I think. So, but we all have those months. I think I just, it's taking me a little longer to finish books in July. I don't know what was happening, but for August, I've already read quite a few. So I think August is going to be a good month. Yeah, so that is my July wrap up. If you've read any of these books, let me know. Apologies for the ones that I've read in a vlog that haven't come out yet, which is just one so far. But yeah, let me know what your favorite books were in July, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!